In Zimbabwe, there is a gentleman currently called Begimpilo Mbetsi. Begimpilo is arrested currently because they are planning to have a march on the 31st of July, which is a march that is to protest against the 2030 suggestion, which they've already put into legislation by the Zimbabwean government. And we stand firm as much to say that Nangwangwa must free Begimpilo Mbetsi. Cannot arrest civilians for protesting. The man didn't do anything. All he did was exercise his constitutional rights, as we do in South Africa. And this government of South Africa of ours, who always claim that they are in solidarity with everyone in Africa and they want Pan-Africanism and all of those nice things, why are they not insisting that Zimbabweans must be allowed to protest like this? We find ourselves here because Zimbabweans run away from their government, who is ridiculous. And then when they run away, those problems become ours. So we are calling for Mnangagwa to let Begimpilo Mbetsi free and allow the people of Zimbabwe to protest freely on the 31st of July. The 31st of July must happen for the people of Zimbabwe to express themselves freely. In Zimbabwe, there is a
March leader Jacinta Zuma has brought to my attention to your attention actually, that there is a gentleman known as Begimpilo Mbetsi. He's Zimbabwean. He is an activist. He's the leader of the National Working Group, that's NWG, in Zimbabwe. And this man has been arrested by the police, who have claimed that he held up a placard saying no to 2030 because the government of Zimbabwe has moved to enact a law that goes against their own constitution. Zimbabwean Constitution 20 dealt in section 143, subsection 1, that had stated that they can only stay in office for 5 years. Now they're moving it to 7 years, which was the number 3 bill amendment. Yes. So now, they said he has contravened the Maintenance of the Peace and Order Act 9 of 2019, Section 5, because he's coming up with a gathering that is unlawful in the criminal law code of Zimbabwe. So it's not working out. So Jacinta calls for the Pan-Africanists, the people that love Africa so much, the government that is in solidarity with Zimbabwe, to speak up against this, that people should be able to protest and speak. Not that they have to be compelled to flee, because they're not free. Now you find them in South Africa, and you're asking yourself, why is it difficult if you're going to get arrested for just speaking out in 2026? So, March says, please, because you love Africans so much, speak up against this. Why are you quiet? Because when you say, I love all Africans. Isaiah 9 verse 16. The people that lead these people lead them astray and are misguided. But the leader that they trust so much, we trust you to be, I am a Pan-African. But people are getting arrested for speaking out because they can't challenge their government. I thought it was a free country. Is it free? Is it free when laws are just suggestions? We have the law. It's not that. It's just we don't use it though. One Africa. Speak up. They can't speak for themselves. Speak up for those they can't. Kuluma bad when Africa. You don't like South Africans again. Now Zimbabwe. Zimbabweans are for speaking up. Speak up for them.
So the president of Zimbabwe, Mnangagwa, have just signed a new law to extend his presidential term to 2030. Now his term was supposed to end on 2028, and then just after signing this new law, his term is going to end on 2030. Now there have been lots of people whom are against this, and they are showing their unhappiness on social media about this new law, and some of them, they are saying that they have to protest against this. So amongst these people, there is this man called Begimpilo Mbetsi, who has been arrested for saying no to 2030 on Facebook. He was part of the people whom are planning the 31 July Zim protest against this 2030 signing. This man was arrested and they are accusing him of trying to start violence by planning to protest without notifying authorities first. He posted a video on Facebook and he was later on arrested. Now, if there is something that I have seen about this man on Facebook and here on TikTok, I've seen several videos of him, and last week I just saw a video of him in this primary school where kids were being chased out of the school because they did not pay their school fees. And then this man was advocating for those kids because he was raising matters such as there are no jobs in this country, and some of these kids, they don't have parents. Some of these kids are being raised by their elder brothers, elder sisters, their aunties, whom are not even working. So this man was advocating for those kids so that they must be allowed to enter the school since it's exam season around there, so that they must be able to write their exams at least. So what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think?
South Africa is the only country in the continent of Africa that practice democracy. Like practically. Democracy, government of the people, by the people, and for the people. South Africa is the only country, only in the continent of Africa that practice a practical democracy. But let's not forget that South Africa is enjoying this democracy because of apartheid government. All thanks to the apartheid government. That is the only reason why South Africa is enjoying their democracy right now. We all know apartheid practically means discrimination, where the white and the black are not coming in contact. But in the white community, they do practice democracy during the apartheid time. They also practice democracy. So when it was time to hand over the power to the black government, to the black people, ANC, the white people practically gave them everything, including the democracy South Africa is enjoying today. So the ANC government did not create democracy that is happening right now in South Africa. If not for apartheid, South Africa would be like any other African country, where government can pick you up for just criticizing them or shoot you for protesting or whatever. So South Africa, you are enjoying this democracy all thanks to apartheid. You didn't create that shit. You did not.
So if you want to stay safe in South Africa, have earring always and put on lip gloss, not dry lips like this. And also in this winter, put a beanie. Yes, if you put your beanie, then obviously you already look like a South African. Then when you're walking, you must be like Eta Mfowet Ninjani. We are on that kind of thing. Say, so must be like Molo Usmaili. Don't and your molo must be like molo, you know, and your car must be